Nothing can clear my head quite like a nighttime drive, and I don't strive to understand those reasons, but I have my theories, just a series of disconnected what-ifs drifting across the sifting sands of a troubled mind, like maybe it's cheaper than therapy, because all that you need is a tank of gas, the quarter turn of a key, and a dying sun bleaching the bleeding sky in a dreaming shade of twilight. Or maybe it works better than therapy, because there are no needles or pills, no cover charge, no uncomfortable couches with probing questions attached, just the unmatched silent privacy of darkness. A nighttime drive is a deliciously selfish affair. I mean, that driver's seat is adjusted till it's more comfortable than your favorite chair, with no complaints about legroom. You can cruise with the heat up or the windows rolled down because no one is too hot or too cold, and though you're alone, you're never lonely, if only because the radio is playing your favorite song with the volume jacked as loud as you care. And if the trees had faces, they might hit you with that embarrassed stare. You know, the one you get from your friends for rocking out to the Alan Parsons Project, pounding out of your stereo, because I'm the eye in the sky, looking at you, I can read your mind. And the highway can read mine. I mean, it must be true, because how else could it know that on days that I can't keep pace with the pace of my life and I chase a painted line across the asphalt when all the world around me is pitch black, and my headlights are the only things that tell the truth, that the answers to my problems seem to be written into the curve of the road like a beautiful secret. Like the answers to that math quiz were written into the curve of your palm on the day that you didn't get caught. Like the name of the most beautiful woman you know is written into the margin of your favorite book on a random page so that only you can find it. Like Captain Flake's treasure buried under the milk in a bowl of cereal on a Saturday afternoon seated in front of a cartoon. And then it dawns on you as suddenly as a summer rain, like a bolt out of the blue. It's so easy. Who knew? And so you turn around and head for home. And you bid farewell till next time to your friendly nighttime road. Thank you. That is the scariest shit ever. I'm just like, I got it. No, I didn't. I was like, I ain't doing that no more. That's too crazy. You know what? Shit, I'm gonna do it again.
Do it.
My son, my stepson, that's a dirty word. You raise your kids, you know, no matter what. But my stepson is with his father on the Gulf Coast of Mississippi, and I miss him. And I had my first Father's Day, like 3-4 years ago, and I wrote this, and I don't know, we're gonna try it. Up the stairs, around the corner, and through the doorway, I can see the little warrior. And his features are set in a serious sort of sanguine, and suddenly it's a sin to see him as anything but wonderful. And his feet are spread in a fighting stance, and for the briefest of moments, we just eye each other, me and the little warrior, arrayed brilliantly in a Mickey Mouse pajama top and a pull-up, because it's a historical fact that barbarian tribes between the ages of 2 and 3 fight bottomless to intimidate the enemy. And he charges. And his pudgy feet pound over a battlefield that used to be a bedroom carpet, loudly shrieking my name. He says, "Hi, Wilk!" And that's what it sounds like, bouncing off the tongue of a 2.5-year-old, because he can't get Will, but he can say milk, and it sounds like silk in my ear. It thrills me. His fingers are clenched, not around the usual foam, rubber, sword, and hammerly. The facsimiles of warplay have been stowed away, and his fingers grip instead tools more suited to diplomacy. And if you could only see what my eyes could see, then you would lose the whole poem. And that's why I don't do this shit. I'm sorry. I tried! Almost.
What I said.
If only then you saw what I could see, you would think my words a crippled description of the little warrior careening toward me, shrilly demanding my eyes to see his battle flag fluttering in the self-made wind behind him, an ugly tie. And it's a true story, it's hanging in my closet. Green, festooned with geese, soaring over a map of the Mid-East, and a plain white sheet of printer paper, scrawled over with the life's blood of a handful full of Crayola markers, the image sort of resembling the scrambled eggs in my chest where my heart used to be before I looked at it. And as he lifted his arms in the toddler's universal request for acceptance, I acquiesced, and scooping him up right before his mother appeared wearing a knowing smile, when I remembered that a while ago, these are the things that I asked for when she wondered what I wanted for Father's Day. Thank you.
Yes!